This is modern homesteading. To wildland or not to wildland? That is the question. You want a rigger's belt, that's what everybody wears. Wranglerstar, official Wranglerstar t-shirt. Wildland specific boots. Guess what one of these things costs? A few these. And we've got a incandescent. Ground is a fire shelter, and that always needs to be on you, so this needs to be quick at hand. So because I'm so close to the engine, I'm not packing a pack like your hand crews or your hot shots would, because that's not the role that I fill. So on the belt, on the very back, is the fire shelter. We'll go into that into detail next here. This is an Fss Belt Pack right here, loaded up with all types of really cool mandatory items. Oh, would you like to see inside there? I'll tell you what. 5,000 thumbs up on this video too, and I'll show you what's in there. How's that for shameless promotion? So there's the FSS pack, and then an FSS water container, and military issue canteen. Usually you're gonna have 2 of these on, but for truck ops, 1 is enough. Gloves. Very, very important, and the best gloves I have ever used, I'm glad to get a hold of another pair, are the US government issued heavy-duty Wildland Firefighter gloves. What I have learned recently is that the gloves that I typically wear, the Costco gloves, because I don't know where to find these, they don't last a long time, but they are cheap. And what I've found out is the reason why they don't last a long time is because they start with leather and they stretch it really, really thin. They get it wet, stretch it thin so it goes a long ways, and then they cut gloves out of it, and that's why when they get wet they shrink. They don't do that with these gloves. High quality, super, super thick. They're twice as thick as the Costco gloves, and they just last and last and last. And these are mandatory. They require these gloves. They're spec'd out specifically for wildland firefighting. They've got the tabs on the back, and you always want to have a carabiner to keep them together. Clip those to your web gear. You do not want to lose them. Everything you touch will burn you and is hot. So you need to have good gloves. So that's that. Little something I'll show you. Here's my ID. You see how I worked in the Wranglerstar, official Wranglerstar t-shirt in my ID there? Pretty clever, huh? They didn't notice that. Okay, fire shelter. Guess what one of these things costs to go buy it brand new? Any guesses? 600 buckaroos, $600. So something you want to take care of, and something that has saved many lives. Not all lives, but it has saved many lives. So what is it? Why do you have to carry this thing around? It's heavy, many pounds, very awkward, especially in a truck. When guys that run dozers and equipment on the wildland fires actually wear these on their chest, a special rig. So I would like to have something like that, because it's really difficult to wear this on your back when you're driving. You can orient it either way. With I think the Alice clips. Those of you guys, Vietnam guys, would tell me these type of clips right here, typical Alice clips, they'll hook, and of course mount either way, depending on your gear, how you want to do it. Usually best to mount it sideways like this, and as you reach around with your hand and pull this tab, it opens it up. So what do we have in here? What do we get for 600 bucks? Well, it's like a big giant piece of tin foil, heavy duty. It's shaped like a body, kind of like a mummy bag, but it's open all on one side. And so as you open this and deploy this, you crawl underneath of it, and the theory is that if you're being overrun by a fire, you can get in this thing and it will reflect the heat and pass by you without burning you up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it all depends on the fire. Very simple, like anything with the government. It shows you right here, right hand, left hand. So you need to be able to open this up, rip these things open, and deploy this thing and get in it in less than 60 seconds. And you have to train for that. You have to demonstrate you can do that before you get your red card. Your red card is a card that's issued by the federal government that allows you to fight wildland fire, and you have to go through a lot of training to get one. And I'll show that to you in the future. So you always inspect these, take good care of them, and you make sure that there's no dust in the bottom or no separation or no cracks or anything, and you want to really look after this. This could save your life. It is a FSS Wildland Shelter right there in blue. Unique color, so you always know what that is when you see that color. There's nothing else like it. So, what else do we have? These are old packs. I'm not going to go into this because this was something that was issued by the department that they're getting away from. Not a great pack. It's got a dedicated area here for your shelter, and you've got things here to carry fusees. I have a different setup I'll show you in a future video. I haven't got it. It hasn't been issued to me yet, but it will be soon. And then we can go into that. You know, you carry things like, you know, fusees. Fusees are like torches. And this is something that wildland firefighters will carry. Reason being is you can do a burnout. And if you get overrun by a fire and are about to get burnt up, there are guys that have saved their own lives by having these, by starting a fire, by clearing out a dirt area like a circle, right where they're at, down to earth, lighting around the perimeter with a fusee, burning the fire away to them, burning away the fuel, and the fire meets the main fire that's coming, and they have been saved. So something that wildland firefighters will carry will be fusees. Fusees are a little bit different than regular road torches or flares, because they drip. They drip, 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 and they really every time it drips, it can start a little bit of a fire. So that is why. So that's it. Oh, I'm gonna go get my belt. And finally, the pants belt. You want a rigger's belt. That's what everybody wears. That's usually they're green or tan. I have a black one, but essentially the same thing with the D-ring, fall rated buckle, and that always looks cool. I don't know why they've adopted it. It just has been the standard for years. So that's it. So let me put all this on. I'll kind of show you what it looks like, and we'll wrap this long video up. So one thing I forgot to mention is all your undergarments need to be cotton or wool. So 100% cotton shirt. Why? Again, have you ever had hot plastic melted to you? So all you guys that like to have all those graphics and letters or different things on your front of your shirt, you don't want any of that. All that stuff, if it gets hot, will melt to you, and you'll have a permanent third-degree burn of whatever shape that is, or letters or text. So 100% cotton shirt, no logos, no nothing. So guess who volunteered to be the Wildland Firefighter model?
Volunteered? That's not the word I would use. It's a great fit!
So here we have a properly outfitted Wildland Firefighter with Fss Pulaski. So turn around there, Mrs. Wranglerstar. You can see we've got our web gear, our belt pack. It's a bit ill-fitting, but I think you get the point. So how's it feel?
A little big. I don't think you're supposed to have jeans and 2 belts, 3 belts on at a time. That's it.
Pretty good sport she is, Mrs. Wranglerstar. Man, I'm getting my suntan on. If you didn't know already, or couldn't tell the obvious, I have a lot of Native American in our family. When I was on Wildland Fire Crew years ago in Colorado, when I work out in the sun, I get brown as a berry. And we had a lot of Native American Indian hand crews that work on those fires. And several of the guys would come up to me and say, "Hey man, are you from the Winnebago tribe?" I'd say, no, I'm not from the Winnebago tribe, not knowing that there was a Winnebago tribe. I thought a Winnebago was an RV. I remember one guy said, "Man, you look like my brother." So we always got a kick out of that. So I am getting my tan on. So over here to that side, I have brought a video from the past where I built my very own Wildland fire engine skid. So that is a pump system that I can put in the back of my truck and have a fast attack fire rig in case I have a lightning strike or problem on my own property. So if you'd like to watch that, I put it there for you. So click the thumbs up if you enjoyed this video series, and if you'd like to support the channel, it's a way that you can support me and my family, and we are always grateful. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys on the next video.